Cobra's flagship driver for 2020 is this club that I've got in my hand right here. This is the Cobra King Speedzone driver. It's really been designed for players who are looking for a lot more distance off the tee, who want plenty of adjustability, and who also want plenty of forgiveness. Since the release of the King F8 drivers a couple of years ago, Cobra has been going with a CNC milled face in its drivers, rather than going with driver faces that are made in the traditional manner. Now, usually a driver face is welded into position, and then a worker is going to hand polish and hand grind in both the curvature from side to side as well as up and down, what's referred to as the bulge and the roll. Now, just like any other hand-done product, there is a margin for error in the manufacturing process when it's done that way, and Cobra is saying that by having a computer-controlled milling device go back and forth, shaving off tiny pieces of material, they're able to create a driver face to a much tighter tolerance and therefore get a lot better performance out of their driver faces by milling them. The new addition for the milled face, what is referred to now as the Infinity milled face, is that the milling goes all the way out here into the toe, underneath the leading edge here in the sole, and it also goes up into the top line. And by doing that, Cobra is saying that they're able to control the manufacturing in those critical areas, making them a lot thinner, and that is going to help to spread out the sweet spot. Cobra has also re-engineered the chassis of this golf club. As you can see here, there's a single stripe of titanium that extends from the top line and goes and connects to the back of the golf club. The rest of the panels are constructed out of a very lightweight and very strong carbon fiber material. There's also carbon fiber that's been added to the bottom of the golf club. Now, in the back of the golf club, you're going to notice there's an extended piece, a flat section here in the sole. Cobra refers to this as the low CG zone, but what it really does is act as a place where the company can internally structure a 69-gram weight to really drive the center of gravity down and further away from the hitting area. That should help to create a better launch angle, more forgiveness, and more stability. You'll also notice, though, that there are two movable weights in the sole of this golf club. The red one is 14 grams, the black one is 2 grams. Now, they're both made out of tungsten. When you put the red weight in the forward position, it's going to create a little bit lower launch angle because it's going to create less spin. When that red weight is positioned in the back and the black weight is all the way in the forward, you're really going to be maxing out the moment of inertia, the MOI. You're going to be maximizing stability, creating a higher launch angle because you're going to be adding a little bit of spin. Cobra has also given this golf club its MyFly 8 adjustable hosel mechanism, so fitters and golfers can increase or decrease the stated loft of this golf club by up to 1.5 degrees. Now, there's some golfers out there who aren't necessarily interested in quite this much adjustability. They just want to hit the ball far and straight and high. For them, Cobra has designed the King Speedzone Xtreme. This is a slightly larger from front to back version of the Speedzone. It has the same Infinity milled face. It has lots of carbon fiber. You'll notice that there's only one weight here, so we're not talking now about a movable weight system, but it does have the MyFly 8 adjustable hosel mechanism. So most of the features and benefits you're going to find in the standard Speedzone driver are replicated in the Speedzone Xtreme. It's just a little bit bigger version of that club for players who just want to hit the ball far and straight, and they're not worried quite as much about the adjustability components. So if you're a golfer who's going to be in the market for a new driver in 2020, you want to get more distance off the tee, more forgiveness, and be sure that your club has many of the latest technologies that are available. Talk to a good custom fitter about the Cobra, Speedzone, and Speedzone Xtreme drivers.